Okay, good morning, everyone. Hopefully this short video is going to help you understand a little bit more about how to format and cite your sources. These seem like the three questions that keep coming up. First of all, just formatting in general, how to get the hanging indent for the references. Also, what part are you supposed to italicize in the sources? And what do I specifically mean when I talk about sentence case? Well, first of all, you want to find your source. And so when you go to a written, you search through, do your search, and you come to a source. Sometimes it doesn't always take you exactly where you want to go. For instance, here, when I view the full text of the article, it actually takes me to a list of articles. And this article that I was searching for is actually found near the bottom, way down here. And here's the article. Now, often articles will actually provide the proper way to cite the sources, and then you can just copy and paste. But if it doesn't, you can either use your APA manual to manually go back and enter the last name, first middle initial, comma, last name, first middle initial, comma, and last name, first initial, and the year, and all that information. But if we go back to the Averett site, right up here, and sometimes it changes location depending on what page you're looking at, but usually it will have a cite or export button somewhere on the page. And if I open this up, you can see APA 6th edition right here, and if you expand, here is the citation for this article. So I'm going to press Control C, or I can right click and just copy, and I've copied it. Now, just because it says APA 6th edition doesn't actually mean it's correct. Usually there is a, oh, here we go. See, citations are based on reference standards. However, formatting rules can vary widely. You still have to check it yourself because this actually is not correct. But now that I've copied it, I'm going to go to Word. And first of all, I'm going to center references. Okay, and let me also... I'm going to make the formatting. I just selected everything, and I'm going to make the formatting the New Times Roman, or Roman, where is that? Where is it? I'm sorry, I'm wasting your time scrolling for this. There it is, Times New Roman. Now, I selected everything and made it all Times New Roman, and I'm also going to make it all 12 font. It looks small, that's just because it's a small view. I'll make it larger for you guys to see. Okay, so now I'm going to write references, and I'm going to use the center text button to just move that to the center. And now when I hit return, everything else is still centered. And I need it to go back to my left justification. Now, you'll notice that it's actually right below. All of your APA document must be double spaced. So I'm going to Control A to select everything again. And I'm going to go up here to the lines and paragraph spacing. I believe you can also get to this through format. Probably document or paragraph. Yeah. So either format paragraph or just this button right here. It's got the lines with the double arrows up and down. And when I click this, I can just tell it I want everything to be double spaced. Okay. And then, since I copied this citation, remember, Control C or right click copy. Now I can paste it in there. Oops, there's the wrong place. I can paste it in there. But now notice that it pasted with all the wrong font. So I'm going to undo that. And usually if you go to edit, there is a paste and match formatting. And that way it will keep the double space, and it will keep the correct fonts and everything. And it will still keep the italics like it's supposed to. Now, it still doesn't have the hanging indent. So what I'm going to do is actually select everything again, and I'm going to drag this little arrow over just a touch. Now there's different pieces here. If I grab this bottom rectangle and drag it over, it's going to move the entire margin. I don't want to do that. I just want to grab this little arrow right above here and drag it in about a ½ inch, and that gives me my hanging indent. Okay, so interesting. So you'll notice that this question, because it was formatted with everything else, has the hanging indent because it extended into the second line. Okay. Okay, so, but now I've got everything pasted in there, but I still need to verify my formatting. For instance, the month here. This should go after the year. Okay, and when we talk about sentence case, with sentence case, that's basically like you write a sentence. Only the first word is capitalized. And Word actually has a really nice feature where if you highlight the sentence and you come up here to this change case button, you can drop it down and you can choose sentence case. Now, sometimes it doesn't work. And if it doesn't work, then just change it all to uppercase and then change it back to sentence case. And it will capitalize the first word, and then everything else in the sentence will be lowercase. Now, another question was asking about italicizing journals and titles of books. First of all, a big difference, yes, okay, yes. Titles of a book or a title of the journal lets the audience know that that is the title of the big thing that you're looking for. The article name always follows just regular fonts, no italics, and sentence case. Now, with the title of a book, the title of a book is always going to be italicized, but it will also follow sentence case, meaning only the first letter of the title of the book will be capitalized. Now, the reason for this is to help the audience differentiate between knowing that this is an article and this is the article title found in this journal versus with a book, they only need to look up the book. Okay, the same sort of format follows with a chapter from a book. If you're not going to sort of cite the whole book, if you're only using one specific chapter, then the chapter will be here, okay, and then following the proper formatting, and then the title of the book will be italicized, but it will also follow sentence case. That just lets them know that that is a book and not a journal article. Yes. Okay. Now, if you're doing this in Google, the same sort of thing applies. You can type references, and you can center this, and then you can select all, and you can set the double space. You can, I wouldn't set the hanging, well, yeah, you can set the hanging indent here. You can use that bottom arrow, drag it over, and then you have to move the main margin back. It's a little bit different in Google. And then when you return down, just set it back to left justify. Now paste, remember the paste, when you paste normally, it takes whatever font and format it had previously. So if you do an edit, paste without formatting, then it takes on the format for the paper you have set. But now this also messes up, and now you have to go back and italicize the journal name and change the title of the article to sentence case. Lots of, yeah, Google does not have the change case like Word does. And then change this. Okay. Well, I hope this helps a little bit. Please let me know if you have other questions. Okay, thanks.